Hi everyone, welcome back to Forwards. We're here today with another video tour. This is a bike which is going to be collected later on today. It is a Forwards Gravel GR20 and it's build number 35. This is one of the pre-painted frames that we had in shop, and it's now got a very nice home. It's been set up in a road mode, so the customer is going to collect it with road bike wheels on with a road tyre, and then he's going to come back to us next month or so for a set of gravel wheels. So he's got the two bikes in one, so we'll be able to swap out to a different wheel. So we'll give you a tour around top to bottom as always. I'll just start with the paint because I've got the sample card here. So the paintwork's actually a JMJ designed paintwork. It's finished in frozen berry. Don't know if you can see there on the camera. It's a Porsche colour. It's a really soft blue with heavy metallic in it. And then the graphic, I don't know if you can see there, that is also a Porsche colour, and that's a deep metallic blue that they do. These two colours are from the Porsche Taycan colour swatches, so there you go. So that gives you an indication of what it is. So I'll do the tour around. We'll just show you the logos and stuff as always, and then we'll start from the handlebars and work down. So as we're facing the top there already, we might as well show you those. So GR20 on the top tube. You can see the sparkle. We've got it under LED lighting here, but it looks absolutely stunning. So GR20 there. We've got the flag on the back of the seat tube as you'd expect. Build number on the inside of the chainstay. So this was build 35. It was built a number of bikes ago now, as you can tell. And then we've got the forwards down, the down tube there. That's showing up there. So this one was before we started putting the head tube graphic on. So there's no head tube graphic at the bottom there. That's another difference on it. So starting from the handlebars, so the customer has had the fit as you'd expect from us. So he's had a bicycle fit, and then we've worked out handlebars and stuff. So we've got well, first of all, it's a 56 centimetre frame, and handlebar wise, we've got a 90mm stem with a 40 centimetre handlebar with a 12 flare. And the bar tape is the BHT 16 finished figure of 8 around the levers as always, with the matching end tape as always, and then the gaps here are matched to millimetre as well. So I think I've got 50mm on those if I'm correct. It's the BHT 16 is the 3.5 tape, so that's the slightly thicker tape. The customer's mainly going to be using it for gravel, but he wanted to get out on the road to start with, which is why he's gone around this way. Finished with a JRC top cap there. That's our sort of standard top cap we're fitting to them now. Nice carbon fibre top cap. It's got a 10mm chimney as always, and then also we have got some space underneath there. So we're currently running 15 and 10, so 25mm in total, and we do this quite a lot just to fine tune the fit. The customer's coming back to riding after a little bit of time out, so rather than us put him in a really aggressive position straight away, we've opted for something a bit softer, and then we'll see how he gets on with that, and then of course we can lower that when need be. What we would normally do is just change the spacers around, so we would gradually lower him down if he wants to go lower, put the spacers above, see how he gets on, and then once we know he's perfectly happy, we'll then cut the steerer tube down again, putting our 10mm chimney on. But of course, if I did that straight away and then found out the position was wrong, I can't put the steerer tube back on, but I can certainly cut it off at a later date. So that's why it's got quite a bit of spaces there. The finishing kit is Pro Discover. Should have said that. It's going to be fairly obvious anyway, because that's the finishing kit we finished the bikes in. It's got the GRX 800 series mechanical group set. As always, we've gone with the outer cable all the way through the frame to give us the best quality shifting we can to the customer. So we put in the different input ports on the front of the frame, and then we run the gear outer all the way through the frame. So that'll come through, then it'll go through with anti-rattle inside here. That frame does feel ridiculously smooth there. Thanks very much JMJ for that. These are stenciled in graphics, of course. That's what you would get from JMJ. So anyway, back to what I was talking about. The gear cable going through inside anti-rattle, round the bottom bracket and up through the back, and then we modify the output connector there, or output guide. Well, that's going to be a better name for that anyway. There comes out through the back of there, and then we just run the outer cable right round, and that means everything's all sealed in there. Dead easy when you've got to change an inner cable, and also keeps all the contamination out and stops any friction at this point through the bottom bracket, and then mainly on the other side of the frame there coming out of this port used to get a bit of friction there. So anyway, that stops any of that. So talked about the levers. The left hand side is the dropper seat post lever. Although the bikes aren't fitted with dropper post, we quite like fitting these, because if the customer has a tumble, the lever will bend across instead of snapping off. If you have the rigid fitted one by lever, you'd actually potentially damage the lever or break it off. So that's why we quite like that. And of course this side would bend in as well, so that's quite good. I'll just go through the group set. So I got the 800 chain set on there. That is a 170mm crank arm. He's got the 42.2 front chain ring. We've got the wolf tooth narwhal front chain guide there. We love these. They are basically the best you can get. They're not the cheapest, but they are the best, which is why we like them. Never had any issues with any drops since we've been using these on all the bikes. I've been testing them racing and various bits and pieces, so super happy with those. And that's just precaution in case you have any funny anomaly and you don't want it falling off and wrecking your paintwork. So that's why that's there. It has got the XT Shimano pedals on it. So brand new set of those. We'll come back to the little extra bits in a minute. Praxis bottom bracket with the ABEC 3 standard bearing in there. You'll see all the stainless fittings we've done all around here as well. These are all fitted with lock washers so that we have no shake looses. So I don't know if shake looses is a proper word. Anyway, that's all stainless steel, so that's all really good. You'll see there the chain's got all the magic of the wax on there. So that's got a Silka hot waxed chain on it. Customer's going to go with a subscription service that we do. So he has two chains. One's already here treated on the bike, and then the other one's hanging up with the other chains. So that's a Silka hot wax chain. He'll have his top up one he'll take with him as well, top up lube. Rear cassette 1142 XT, and we have got the GRX 800 series wide ratio rear mech as well. You'd expect that. Obviously has the lockout, you'll know that with your GRX stuff anyway. I'll turn the bike around in a second, we'll show you the brakes, but highlights of the brakes are that they have got the XTR discs, which is standard fitment for the GR20 in all our models actually. So 160mm front and rear with the 800 series GRX calipers. And then we've got the Hunt wheels. So this has, as I said, it's got the road setup on at the moment. So what we fitted are the Hunt Aero 50mm deep rims and set up tubeless, and they are running Vittoria Rubino Pro 700 by 30 tyres. And this actually goes on the GR20 really well. Loads and loads of clearance, as you'd imagine, on it. But I don't think it doesn't look silly. The problem with a gravel bike, it's all well and good that you can have a gravel bike set up as a road bike, but it does sometimes look a bit silly that the wheel's kind of lost, like the tyre is lost in the frame. But when we go to 30, we get a good balance of sort of size in the frame, so it works quite well. It's a fantastic tyre size to ride. This is the size I'm riding, and it's actually the tyre size we use on the Forwards One road bike anyway. So you're getting that benefit of the same sort of size tyres and stuff. Obviously the gravel bike being a longer wheelbase, so it would be a bit more stable, good for long distances and stuff. So that's those. They're set up tubeless. I do my standard overfill on the tubeless sealant. The tubeless sealant, it's got orange seal in there, and I've put 100mm front and rear in there. So customers carrying an extra 40 grams front and rear wheel. Sorry about that, but there we go. That's a slightly different view of it. Let's just show you the saddle. So we got the Pro Stealth saddle. This is in a 142, and it's the Performance Limited version of the saddle, which has come standard on the bike. And this is all set up according to the customer's bike fit. our standard seat post, 180 gram seat posts that we get from the factory. We get the frames from, they're fantastic as well. Stainless steel details like the stainless steel bolt in the seat bolt clamp there, so that it doesn't rust. That all looks nice all the time. All the little rubber bungs, as you'd imagine, are all changed out to ones that fit better, so we source them from a different factory than the ones we get with the frames. And then all the stainless steel bolts, so if you're bored of me saying it, I'm going to say it again, I'm sorry, but all stainless steel bolts on all our frames or our builds. And then we've got the Allen key bolt with the locking washer and the stress washer just to spread the load, and that's on bottle cages. We fit those, so front and rear bottle cage there. And then we also do it on the tool pod at the bottom, the bottle cage for that. And now it's worth just noting the tool pod. So we got the escape pod, tool pod there, and then inside there we got a multi-tool, that's the X tool in there, and then we're also have got the muck off tubeless tyre repair kit in there as well. So I think that's it. We'll just go around and see the mounts quickly. So we've got mounts on the fork leg, so 3 either side there. You've got the mount at the bottom there for mudguard, mount at the back there for mudguard. We've got the shield that we fit as standard, so bike shield, all moulded on there. You can probably just see the lip of it there. Oh, if I can get it to focus. There we go, so just on there. So shield all the way down this, that just goes into the tool pod area, and then the tool pod protects from any big hits underneath, which is pretty cool. Then we've got shield along the chainstay, a little extension bit of shield at the back, and then we put shield in behind the brake caliper where the disc goes in and out of the frame, and that just stops you sort of chafing the paint where you can see them just on the edge there. And then we also have one tucked in there somewhere, if you can see it. I think you can, just there. And so that's all there, which is nice. And that's probably all we need to cover off. I think that's done it. I've left the video late as always. The customer's going to be here in an hour or so. I will just spin it around quickly so we can see those discs. I know you guys and girls have seen XTR discs before, but just to finish the bike check properly, we should do that. So I'll just spin the bike around, show you that, and then we'll close out. So edited to perfection. The bike is now spun round, and we'll just show you the rotors. So the wonderful XTR rotors in 160mm, and then we've got the GRX calipers as well. So GRX caliper there, Praxis bottom bracket again. Just get a good view of that from down that side. And then the 160 front rotor with a GRX caliper there. This Shimano stuff is so cool. Anyway, that's that. That's probably taken up enough of your time. Thanks for spending some time with us. Oh, I'll zoom out of that. I'll catch you in the next video. It's going to be a bit odd because I'm going to finish the video with it facing the wrong way. Let's get it zoomed in nicer so we can see a better perspective. So there we go. Thanks very much for watching the video. I will see you in the next video.